reverse engineering and unveiling new technologies or attacks or new vectors that hackers use daily to gain access to our platforms or data. Unfortunately, in Cyprus, we have a huge problem, and that mostly relates to the fact that we don't care about security in general unless it's too late. And I'm sure that most of you can relate to this. If you work in a company which does not put security first, or even if they do, they have a combination of security and excuses in order to avoid responsibility if a hack is happening in their company. In Cyprus, we've seen pretty much all the attacks that are happening around the world, from your standard hacking of accounts, hacking of servers, impersonation of people in order to gain access, privileged escalation because of bad programming. We've also seen government systems being unpatched for a long time, exposing data of all the civilians. We've seen private companies hide the fact that they have lost information in order to protect their reputation, which sounds logical in most cases, but puts a huge risk upon the people who lost their privacy. I'm happy to introduce this event. Although I'm not aware of the full product line of White Hack, I've pretty much studied your product online, but I'm pretty much looking very forward to see how you implement your product in the real world, because unfortunately most of the products we use today are not, I wouldn't say 100%, there is no 100% security according to the theory. Being able to prevent and predict an attack before it happens or while it's happening is pretty much the best effort, as we say, in security. I hope that this presentation will solve a lot of our questions regarding response time and how we can prevent stuff that hasn't been discovered yet. Security is not bound to one industry. It's pretty much found everywhere. And the way we're looking at security today, unfortunately, most of the companies see it as a luxury and not a necessity. Unless one day the door knocks and they find out that we needed to have better security. And this is where I come in. Most of the times when I get called, it's too late. And I end up being asked to find out who it was, why they did it, and why us. And the answer is pretty much not relevant, because even if you were targeted as a person, or it's too late. The damage has been done, and we need to be promoting prevention rather than excusing ourselves for being insecure and find the solution afterwards. Thank you very much for listening to our talk.